I'd like to give you an update on NSUU's green activities over the past 2 years. The Green Sanctuary team was formed in 2015 under the wing of our Social Action Committee with the goal of earning Green Sanctuary status. After surveying the congregation's interests and project suggestions, we selected our set of projects and got to work. Our mission statement is to lead the congregation and the community in the seventh principle. Over the next 4 years, we all worked on our 19 projects and completed 16 of them, while adding 5 more projects to the set. We applied for certification in January 2020 and were awarded Green Sanctuary status in time for our Earth Day service that year. And all in-person services and on-site meetings were canceled in March 2020. We had our first live hybrid Sunday service in 2 years, only last month. We had our Earth Day service that year by Zoom, as we did last year. Many of the congregation contributed to their success. Although the Memorial Garden had been one of our original 19 projects, we had had to postpone it, and we completed it last year after our certification application. NSUU members have continued to participate in social and environmental justice advocacy in various ways, from the Black Lives Matter Vigil in Danvers Square in 2020 to the Sunshine Movement's Seal the Deal rally at Representative Moulton's office in Salem last summer. One project that was proposed by the congregation at the very beginning of our Green Sanctuary process was a vegetable garden. We did not quite know how to go about this since our church property is all hilly and tree covered. Then in 2018, Susan Haas joined NSUU, and she was an experienced gardener with the ambition to grow vegetables. Bob Gamer rented us a plot at the Danvers Community Garden. We were in business. We wanted to donate our produce to the town's food pantry. The garden prospers with the help of many NSUU members, and you can join the team this season. We have made several deliveries to the food pantry over the past 2 years and are planning for the coming season. When the pandemic began, NSUU set out on a hurried learning curve for Zoom and YouTube to continue to provide the congregation with weekly services. It was clear in those days before the vaccine that we would be isolated from each other. What could we do to meet our need for mutual support? The Green Sanctuary team provided the energy to kick off a series of Sunday strolls in the autumn of 2020. Each week, a different church member would pick a state park or natural area in the vicinity, and we would enjoy an afternoon walking in nature and visiting together. The Sunday strolls were popular enough that Jerry Crowell and Bob Ferris each volunteered to coordinate a series of walks in succeeding springs and autumns. Most of the walkers are not Green Sanctuary team members. This spring's series starts on May the 1st. See Bob Ferris for details. I believe these Sunday strolls have been crucial in giving the congregation a way to keep up our spirits and our relationships. It also reinforces what a beautiful area we live in and how valuable park land is for the human spirit. Our outreach includes the Danvers Rail Trail, which we support financially. Our Peace Pole is a popular landmark for the people who enjoy walking or biking the trail. Zoom actually makes it easy to invite other churches to our events, such as the annual 100-mile potluck picnic. Zoom also makes it easy to have our state legislators speak to the congregation. And we've been following Bob Gamer's lead to develop relationships with local environmentalists like Linda Leonard at Maple Street Church and with State Representative Sally Carnes of Danvers. This past fall, a coalition of environmental groups made us aware of an environmental justice issue in our community. There are plans to fast-track the permits for a supplemental gas power plant in our neighboring towns of Peabody. In fact, they have just broken ground. The plant will be located adjacent to several state-designated environmental justice communities. But plans for this plant have been prepared without community involvement or environmental impact assessment. We joined our local state legislators in a rally to re-examine the approvals for the Peabody Peaker plant. NSUU members from both the Green Sanctuary Team and the Social Action Committee have attended strategy sessions and rallies at the State House and Peabody City Hall against the rubber stamp approval of this carbon emitter. With momentum from the Social Action Committee, NSUU is finally making progress in developing relationships with local tribal organizations. We have formed an Indigenous Peoples Study Group. Some social action people, some Green Sanctuary people, some others. We have been sharing lectures, books, and films on Native people, past and present, local, and in other parts of Turtle Island. We had 2 sessions of discussion on Professor Dunbar Ortiz's book, All the Real Indians Died Off. About 20 church members joined the discussion, led by study group members. And don't miss Mary Ellen Lepionka's presentation on local Native history today at 12 noon on this Zoom meeting. From the beginning, the Green Sanctuary team has emphasized to the congregation that Green Sanctuary status is not an endpoint, but a rededication of our congregation to environmental justice and sustainability for the next 200 years. It was not an award that the team was going to get on behalf of NSUU, but we would all be working on projects that the congregation suggested. This meant and means that NSUU's program of environmental justice and sustainability is a shared program among all the members. In addition, we include other local churches in our planning. We work on advocacy with local, state, and national organizations. We try to draw the circle wide and share the responsibilities and the triumphs. Of course, the pandemic has caused major disruptions in all our plans and programs at NSUU. But I think we have persevered with flexibility and dedication, and I think our Green Sanctuary work has helped give us the social structure we needed to weather this storm.